I think that what surprises people the most is that I actually do music or that I sing. People don't look at me. A lot of the times they're shocked that I make the music that I do. Before I really got into music at all, my life was really heavily centered around soccer, and I played through high school. When I was done playing soccer, I kind of had like this void in my life, which sounds really dramatic, but I didn't have anything to fill that time with, and I think that's when I really got heavily into making music.
I guess it's true, I never learned my lesson.
The name crooner came from the term which is used to describe a male singer that's kind of like suave or smooth, and I wanted to be able to embody my artistry with that kind of sound. I liked the term, so I kind of just changed up the letters to make it seem different and kind of catch people's eye, and now it's kind of like a conversation piece.
I know you feel the way, baby, that's okay, don't look the other way.
I grew up listening to like a lot of classic rock and a lot of gospel in the house, and I didn't really get into hip-hop and R&B until high school. So I guess it's kind of relatively new to me based on where I come from, but that's what I have the most passion for. My work kind of shows a different side of who I am as an individual, and it's not something that I necessarily show on a day-to-day basis. It kind of shows the deeper side of my emotions and the experiences that I've been through that I don't just share openly with people. So my music is kind of an outlet for me to get my stories across. I'd say my work ethic is rigorous when it has to be. I like to take my time and enjoy my time, and I'm really conscious about making sure I have the mind space to do the things that I need to do. And to be able to create, you have to have that mind space, especially for me. If my mind's clouded with different things, like there's no way that I'm able to focus in on a subject and to put that into a song. Other than making the music, I don't think anything is really intentional, because we're just trying to figure out how to do it all, and that there's an actual like business and science behind making yourself a brand and like proving to somebody that they should listen to your music. And it's almost like you're having to be your own salesman. I think making connections in the past few months have even helped me grow as an individual, and I've seen a shift in my career, especially like in the city. I'm just like talking to people, because if you're not talking to somebody, no one's gonna know who you are, and they're not gonna know that you even want to be a part of what it is you're trying to be a part of. There's a few people that I haven't worked with yet that I would like to work with, because every time that I happen to collaborate with somebody, I kind of not change up my style, but I learn more about what I can achieve as an artist, because working with somebody else, they kind of bring something else out of you that you wouldn't normally do by yourself. I think the hardest part about making music is when you're writing songs or making a production, getting in your own head is like a huge obstacle. And like I know I'll be writing something or like messing around with something that Jalen sent, and I'll think I'll have something that's like really nice, and then 5 minutes later I'm like, I don't like that at all. And a lot of the times like I don't go with my gut. I'm also kind of timid when it comes to like doing shows, for sure, and that's something that I'm learning, and I'm trying to like really work on stage presence and just deliver the music the way that it was intended.
I know you're waiting on me, don't fade on me, got all this pressure on me.
I think what I'm trying to do to get to the next level is learning as much as I possibly can with my art, whether it's writing or recording myself and mixing and mastering. There's also things like working with different artists and getting my face out in public and trying to be at all these different events that happen in the city and making myself known, because at the end of the day, if nobody knows who you are, nobody's gonna listen to your music. The goals that I kind of set for myself for the next couple of years, I want to kind of see myself as like maybe a breakout artist or somebody that's starting to like gain attention outside of my city, and I want to start traveling a little bit more and getting to different places and connecting with different artists, and I want to be doing shows consistently. I think I just want my music to be able to have somebody else relate to it and have somebody connect to that experience that I've been through and that they may have been through, and kind of like tie that in with the music. I don't know how many fans I'll ever get, but I just want to keep continuing. I just want to continue to make music that like resonates with somebody.